We do have our reporter on ground who's going to speak to us this morning. Enoch joins us this morning all the way from the area of particular concern, which happens to be the state, Kano State, Rano community to be precise. Good morning. What's the update?
Yeah. All right. So I'm currently at the Emirates Specialist Hospital, and as you know, yesterday the Kano State Center for Disease Control had 2 cases been reported in Rano because in the news we said in Kano, but he called me today and said he made a mistake in the Rano local government area. So there's 32 cases that has been discovered according to the Kano State Center for Disease Control in the Rano local government area. But currently I'm at the hospital. I spoke with the secretary of the hospital. He said that they have not had a death of 50 people in this hospital. That whenever they have any patient or any person with diphtheria, they refer to Aminu Kano Hospital in Kano or the IDHS, Infectious Disease Hospital in Kano State. But right now, I spoke with a resident who confirmed what the lawmaker said, that people have been dying of diphtheria in this place. I'm going to speak with Mohammed Rabi to tell me more about what has been happening in rural local government area and how people have been dying to diphtheria in this local government area. So, Kachiwe, yara da manya suna mutuwa saboda wannan cuta ko?
Assalamu alaikum. Sunana Rabi. Ke karamar hukumar ranar local government. Wannan cuta da aka yi a mata ta mashaƙo sun kaga an kawo su asibiti sun samu lafiya, wasu kuma su rasa rayukansu. Amma dai cikin hukuncin Allah abin da an samu sauƙinsa. Yanzu annoba da muke cikin ta ciwon ido yanzu ta fi damun mutane yanzu.
Okay, yawa, okay to ka ce wai yawancin mutane ba su zuwa asibiti da gaske ne?
Wasu suna zuwa asibiti ne, abin kuma an gwada na asibiti an ga abin da yawan ko sai a jaraban Hausa sai ga kuma abin ya an samu lafiya wani kuma ya rasa lafiya. Amma dai abin da ya sa Allah ya kaso jin abin ma dai yanzu abin da fa damu ba dai annoba ciwon ido ce ta fi damu ma karamin kuma da mu. Okay, ta fi damu mu.
Na gode.
Yawa.
Okay, so he just said something now that is quite concerning aside diphtheria, but I'll start with what he said in the beginning. He said that people here have died due to diphtheria in Kano State, and he made mention of the fact that some people, when they come to the hospital for treatment and maybe they're not well, some go to what they call gargajia, that is the traditional or local doctors, and in that place, some lose their lives there. So maybe some are not patient enough to wait in the hospital. And to make you understand what they do when they get to these local doctors, when diphtheria happens, there's a thick substance that is behind the tongue, and these local or traditional doctors use a blade or a knife or something to remove that substance, and hoping that the person has been cured, not knowing that the person will still go back to the community and spread it among children, because the lawmaker said 50 children had died. But he said that both children and some adults too have died because of this disease. And one thing for you to also understand is that in Kano State, we have to do 0 dose. 0 dose means people who have not gotten vaccinated for any kind of disease. So it's still a problem, or the government is doing their bit, and they want more to be done. So he also made mention of the fact that what is concerning in this particular local government area, aside diphtheria, is eye problem, because according to him, some people have eye disease, maybe some are losing their sight or stuff like that.
Okay.
I will still dig more to find out. So that is the update I have for you at this moment.
All right. Thank you so much, Stephen Enoch. Thanks for that update, and I'm sure we'll get more updates in our subsequent programming, especially
Please stay
in the news
safe,
as well.
and I hope more people will stay safe.
Yeah. Joining us in the studios for the front pages of the newspapers, we'll call it the abridged version. We have Mr. Sesan Okunade. Good morning. Welcome. The golfer. Let's not go into the details. We don't have time.
A senior member of ICANN who cannot invite a certain individual for their own conference.
Now, wow, NBA will keep on collecting.
Let me pause. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning.
I don't understand what Benga is.
Let's start off, as we get into the papers, by saying happy married life. Today is your wedding anniversary.
Wow, you chose a very good day, because today is also my son's 15th birthday.
Oh, double
Great minds
celebration.
think alike. That's why we're sitting side by side. Congratulations.
Do you want to give a special
Leadership
shout out to your wife?
newspaper.
Wait, now let him give shout out to his wife.
No, special appreciation to my wife for always being there, allowing and permitting this young boy to go all the way out there to do what is needful all the time. Without her, what exactly would I have?
You should have said without you because she'll be watching.
Okay, without you,
Oh,
I would not
Wow,
be.
this is so
that stuff,
romantic.
DJ.
My ovaries.
This is love
DJ, please cue that song, please. The leadership newspaper, let's go to business. DHQ says Tinubu's rescue
Did you just say
order.
Tinubu?
Tinubu.
Okay, I thought you were giving
think reverse, man.
Rivers States similar life Fubara behavior.
Tinubu. No, I said Tinubu's
Okay.
rescue order being fully implemented. Kebbi governor directs creation of Christian Matters Department. Okay. All right. And then we have illegal mining, fueling insecurity in Kwande Council. Governor Alia says, Kano, man shoots wedding guests dead over loud music. Let's move to another paper now. After leadership, let's move so we can pick one story in between. Our next paper will take us to this Nigeria very quickly. How foreign terror funds flow into Nigeria. Niger mass abduction, Tinubu orders manhunt, rescue of abductees. FCTA completes.
I'm surprised Dolly Parton has been on the front pages of
the
two Nigerian newspapers.
Anyway, let's. I'm actually looking for the bigger
a
stories. I
legend,
haven't
she's
seen
huge.
them. I haven't seen the bigger stories.
So
Yeah.
maybe we should check the next paper.
Okay, do we have a third paper? I'm looking for the bigger
No,
story.
Niger
Bigger-
mass abduction is also a big story.
It is. It is. That was yesterday. Yesterday, the president now gave a comment. So I'm looking for any late. Okay. This one, anxiety over attacks on Osun State Local Council. Bini Asaba gridlock. Umaya accuses contractor of incompetence. Let's take that. That's a big story. That affects
Who
Nigeria.
appointed the contractor in the first place? Is it Olive or Joe or perhaps Mr. Sesan Okunade?
Yeah, I even have my reservation with the way the media team of Mr. President, must we wait all the time for presidential order? Yesterday I was reading the president has given a marching order to the minister. And I was saying, asking myself,
Don't they have a job description?
I
in the
hope
first
the
place?
MD will not give marching order to Joe on what he's supposed to do on the set or Benga and tell them. So it's always worrisome. Insecurity, Mr. President gives a marching order. Works, marching order. Education, marching order. Is it that we don't have a definite rule of what they are supposed to do? I understand the fact that the minister can't be everywhere. Don't you have people at region? I don't forget, not too long, I think it was late last month or early this month that Senator Oshiomhole called out the Minister of Works that he has suddenly abandoned the Edo State, that he was really not giving attention to them, that all their roads are actually dilapidated. And I thought that should be a wake-up call for the minister himself to ask whosoever that is covering that beat. But I want to say at this point in time that we should stop this order, except we are saying that until Mr. President gives, that means when somebody is actually not eating in his bedroom, we must wait for Mr. President to give the order. There are roles that are actually assigned to every ministry, to every of the government appointees. They must stand up to their responsibility. I know the minister is out there in Abuja, but he has people at the region, at the state. I know for the Southwest, we have the controller. They call them a controller for Ministry of Works.
Yes.
Because each time they are repairing the Cara breed that are suddenly turned to...
He's the one that
monthly
said people
affairs.
should go and U-turn in Calabar and come back
And come
to
back.
BI.
God, thank you very So what is the responsibility of the man that manages that affairs in Edo State or in that particular region? So I feel...
To raise the alarm and tell the ministry.
Not to wait for Mr. President. My issue, I feel that we are overburdening the man when we are expect that he must give a marching order for an assignment or a role that is assigned to us to do.
You have
So,
job descriptions. Yeah.
I doubt that we have, because if you have to wait all the time for directive from Mr. President, he's not giving directive that fix the road. He's now saying, I need a report on what is happening. And the next minute, minister was there yesterday to see what is actually happening. I feel
You know what is so painful is Do you know how people suffer? The loss of man hours,
productivity,
the health implications,
The business loss
the
as well. Those who
psychological
had
trauma.
business,
Not one person has resigned. Not one person has been fired.
No,
We'll
do
keep
we
going
resign
through
in
the
the
cycle.
country? We will recycle them and take them to another
zero
ministry.
consequences.
And, it's part of what we've actually been saying. The minister, he has called out the contractor that he actually is incompetent. Who engaged? These are part of the ways we expose. They keep exposing themselves to the citizen. You are now saying the contractor is incompetent. Who engaged them? If it's the last administration, definitely it won't be the minister. Because most of the time we put those things on the table of the due diligence are actually not being done on some of these vendors. They will collect money. They won't deliver what is expected of them. And like Benga said, no consequences. This will come. That same vendor will leave there and go to another ministry.
Or another state that he will feel they've not heard his gist.
And go and deliver to it. We must have consequences for wrongdoing if you must move on. And I think Mr. President should take this very decisive in such a way that when people are not doing what, blacklisting is not just enough. People must feel the consequence to go behind the bar for. Do you know the havoc? I saw the video about. I keep asking myself that was too difficult to believe. A particular vehicle on that same road that was actually
submerged.
Submerged. And I said, I doubt if that video was not AI.
I could not believe it.
We have the video.
I did not believe. But if it is real.
It is real.
Somebody, we must start punishing people for wrongdoing and not recycling them. In developed climate, this will not happen.
Mr. Okunade, you plied the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. You do a lot of traveling on these federal highways. Yesterday, there was a serious gridlock around Shagamu,
I was asking myself
I hope you were fortunate enough not to have been caught in it.
I was
Do you
quite
know what
fortunate.
was responsible for
I was
that
quite
gridlock?
fortunate because I returned back to Lagos day before yesterday. That was Monday. I was in Ibadan over the weekend and came back Monday evening. So when I heard the news, I was listening to a radio station and they said there was a serious gridlock at that road. I asked myself, I know what we faced on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway when that road was fixed like, is it 3-4 years ago during the last administration. It was... I don't know the word to use to qualify it.
Hellish.
You can spend hours on a journey of 1 hour, 30 minutes if you are moving at 80 kilometers per hour. And I feel that it's part of what we keep saying. Where is the quality assurance? The end of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway is already given way. If you drive on that road and you don't hold your steering firmly, you'll definitely accident. In fact, you have more accident when it rains, because what it does is that it will not converge water together. You will not know. So you enter into it as if you are moving on a very fast speed. I feel that the quality assurance team of some of this ministry needs to be visited and let them know that when you give specification of what to be done, how do you monitor to make sure that they deliver to... And that's why I said until government agency start handling issues like the private sectors will do, you dare not give a specification here in our organization here, and you don't deliver to it, and you don't expect the auditor to query it, or even the finance person before they make the final payment. But here we are, and that's why a lot of people will tell you that it's beyond what a lot of people discuss, but they should consider the human heart of how people just die on some of these roads because of the failure of one or two individuals.
Absolutely. I want us to quickly touch on this as we wrap up. About the Niger mass abduction. So just to let you know that on the 21st day of August, around 2 p.m., suspected terrorists and bandits attacked the villages of Gidanzana and Penya in the Kara district, Borgu local government area. Then they stormed the Penya Central Mosque during Jumat Friday prayers and marched worshippers into the bush. This happened on the 21st. Today's date is 26th. We don't have confirmed figures. We don't even know how many people,
But we've seen
happened.
videos of them in the bush.
We're seeing videos. We don't know anything. Well, I won't say we don't know anything, but there's a breach in information and communication. There have been speculations about how there were almost 200 people observing Jumat at the time the attacks occurred. We don't know for sure. But anyway, we are seeing here that President Tinubu has ordered manhunt and rescue of abductees.
Meanwhile, there's still Askuruba.
Exactly.
That happened around the same time
On the
as
same day
Orire.
with Orire.
And they're still in the bush.
But you saw what the leadership wrote, that the DHQ says Tinubu's rescue order being fully implemented. And it speaks to what I just said. Every segment, you must wait for presidential order before you act on things. I think it's the role of the security agency to protect, lives and property. And when these things happen, I keep asking myself the order that they are waiting for. Is it that mobilize to that particular area and make sure that you do what you are actually assigned? What is defined as your role to protect the people? Or I don't know. So when you say the rescue order, that means the act has actually been done, which means that there is a failure. That was what led to Mr. President now telling you that you must go after those people and make sure that you get them back on track. So I feel we must start acting. We must be very, very proactive as against being reactive in some of the things. And it cut across so many of our agencies, always waiting for our president's order in things that they want to do. And I think I want to conclude with one of the headlines that we had, speaking to fasting or hastening up the state policing stuff that we have in the dailies. I think this should be given a speedy reaction, because a lot of us want to engage the state governors. Enough of waiting for presidential order on things that you have to do in your particular state.
But Mr. Okunade, all fingers are not equal. So
we can adjust
we
it
have
to
to
make
go
it equal.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you so much.